It's showtime.
Hey, welcome to the Compassionate Haters Survivor Podcast, the only Survivor podcast for compassionate haters. My name's Jake Scheidel. Each week I ask my best friend, Thomas Powell, if he did indeed watch a certain reality show. Hey, Thomas, how you doing today?
Play ball. The crack of the bat.
Nice.
The sound of people running on dirt.
Yes.
Whatever the base paths are made out of. Home run.
Dirt. Sand? Dirt.
The crack of the catcher being hit in the balls by a wild pitch, skipping up.
I don't like that.
These are all things that we love when baseball season is back. And the Tigers, buddy, they're about to go 162-0 because they are 2-0 right now. So they are on track to do it. I have no reason to believe that they won't.
I love early in a baseball season when you can have hope. It's so fun.
Oh, it's
I
great.
love the roller coaster that is every baseball season, actually.
Yeah.
Start off very hopeful, climbing the roller coaster, or rolly coaster as they call them in Britain. And then we always come crashing down. But at the end, it's always a fun time. And that's how roller coasters and baseball are the same. Do you think I'll get an A for that presentation?
Yep, you've already gotten an A for that presentation.
Thank you.
See me after class. You did great. I want to tell you how good you did.
Ooh, did you ever get to see me after class?
Not that I can recall.
I did in childhood once.
What was not satisfactory?
I got in trouble for asking the school nurse to get me a birthday gift because it was my birthday the next day. But I was joking. But the teacher still told me that was bad to do.
You didn't have to, I mean, it's not like you were, the nurse can say no.
That's what I said. Anyway, it's still a wound.
Sounds like it.
Which is actually very funny, the similarity there, because Open Wounds was the name of this week's episode of Survivor. Thomas, did you watch Survivor 50 in the hands of the fans last night?
Oh, I sure did.
Ugh, it's so hard to remember the subtitle. They could have done better. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's... Do better.
Do better on Survivor 50, please, Jeff.
Yeah.
As I mentioned already, this week's episode was called Open Wounds. Decent episode title.
Yeah, it's okay.
On the Vatu tribe, Ozzy freaks out that Mike White was voted out. Because they were friends. Did you know that outside of the game?
He doesn't really, I will say he freaked out a lot less than South Pacific, which is referenced in this episode.
Yes, we do indeed get a flashback to Deception Liland when Cochran lied to Ozzy. Man, sometimes this show, it doesn't always repeat, but it rhymes, it's like they say about history. This was great. The framing of Christian in the exact same spot as Cochran over Ozzy's shoulder, man.
I do like that Christian was worried about him turning on him because he had mentioned the Cochran thing happening before it. It's like very important to remember that he did not turn on Cochran.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
Cochran turned on him eventually.
Yeah. So now Ozzy wants to take out Christian. Good luck. I don't see that going well for Ozzy.
The thing is, it would go well for Ozzy if Ozzy wanted to do it and had the courage of his convictions.
But that's not something I've ever seen Ozzy do.
Yeah, that's true.
Ozzy does some meditation and then apologizes to Christian for the night before. That's very nice.
Yeah, some emotional growth. He doesn't want to be that guy.
Stephanie thinks the game is working out perfectly for her right now. Getting a little confident over here, Stephanie.
Yeah. Very, very confident from Stephanie there.
What is this, the traitors? Peacocking? I think that's a decent joke. And the fact that you're not laughing at it is kind of upsetting.
Are you going to throw a tantrum about it
remember?
Then do yoga to recenter yourself and apologize?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm going to apologize, but I will probably do yoga.
Okay.
Over on Sela, Jonathan pulls Devons into his alliance, and they don't love how Rizgat is always scheming. Rizgat versus Devons, who you got?
I
I think I would
only have
rather
one
have Devons
bullet.
there in my corner.
Yeah, I think I probably would too.
It's like Devons isn't doing anything harmful to anybody. He's just kind of like being a dad out there, and I think that's fine.
Yeah, he's just playing a little chaotically.
Yeah. So D and Rizgat agree people are going to come for them post-merge. So they align, I guess? Okay.
I do like that D I like that nobody did the thing that you absolutely need to do with D, which is to get her out immediately.
Yep.
Like, you cannot have her in the game.
Yep. 100%.
But she correctly saw Rizgat as like, oh, I can use this guy.
Yeah. Rizgat tells D about the Billy Idol, and D's like, oh my god, she's amazing.
She's amazing.
Great. I love that they got D.
It's so funny that, like, if any celebrity is mentioned on the show, people are like, they're actually my favorite person that's ever existed.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't you?
They're a celebrity. They're famous.
They're famous, and that's good. On Macalo Beach, Coach 4.0 is gentler this time around. We'll see. You know, time will tell.
It. It's so funny that, like, every single time, and I think production is doing this deliberately, every single time that Coach talks about how he's playing a different game, it immediately shows him doing the same things that he always does.
Of course. It's so good. It's so fun. Coach is now the Tide Walker. Great. He tells Joe he's his number one.
He loves it. If there's one thing that Coach loves, it is to tell someone that they are his number one and that he's taking them to the end.
He tells Joe he's the most resolute and stalwart person to ever play this game.
He really might be the most truthful player of all time, so.
Yeah. He calls Joe the Stone Belt Monk.
I loved, in particular, him being like, this is not like...
it's not some
Dungeons
D&D
and Dragons
bullshit
stuff, and then he says the most D&D sounding names of all time. Like, yeah, Monk, not a D&D class.
Absolutely. These are like so specific. Colby is the oak-bound warrior, the friggin' lawmaker in the forest, incredibly strong, resolute again, moves in the face of evil and will not break.
I did love that Joe seemed like more like, oh yeah, but thanks, man. Whereas Colby was just like amused a little bit, and for most of it was just, you could tell he was just like smile and nod.
100%.
Smile and nod.
What else are you gonna do in that situation? Over on the other side, it's Aubrey and the Toronto International Film Festival. They find a conch and a starfish while wading through the water. How nice is that? Isn't that nice? Great stuff. This is the closest thing we got to any wildlife shot this week, I think. So we'll have to talk to Jeff about that. Aubrey approaches Coach.
Talk to Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff had other priorities this episode.
Yeah. Aubrey approaches Coach in an attempt to align. Great. I love seeing these two together.
Yeah, this is Aubrey. It is very funny. From Coach's perspective, it does make sense for her to be a number at this point in the game for him. But from Aubrey's perspective, she's like, he's not going to suspect me of being a threat at all. So she can get into the Sophie role with him and beat him if need be. So I think it works great for both of them.
Mutually beneficial. The Tide Walker. A rising tide rises all boats. What's the phrase?
Rising tide walks all boats.
Rising tide walks all boats. That's it. Coach gets excited in a talking head and says, oh no, don't get too cocky. To be fair, I'd also be excited at a talking head show.
Yeah, me too.
I guess talking heads don't really do shows anymore.
No. Yeah, well, yeah, because they can't stand like being in the same room as David Byrne.
I'd be excited to see any formation of those, 4 or 5 guys. Oh, remember 5 guys and it would be the talking heads? That'd be fun.
Yeah, well, that's actually very sexist of you.
Why is that sexist?
Because Tina Weymouth is in the band. So the guys
and can girls not be guys?
This has already been decided on Survivor. They don't say that anymore.
I forgot we don't say guys anymore.
We don't say that anymore.
Over on the Sela Beach, Charlie is still hung up on Rizgod not voting for his number one and wakes him up at 5 a.m. to talk about Billy Idol's discography.
This was the thing is like, I think he was doing a good job with this initially, but it's like, it's obvious at that point that you will want him out if you're like creepily waking him up and being like, you didn't tell anybody about that idol, did you?
Not a great move from our man Charlie.
Doing like a Ben Mendelsohn style threat, like, come on, you didn't tell anyone about that idol, did you? Nah, of course not. You wouldn't do that, would you, mate?
Rizgod begins Operation Bad Blood to take out Charlie. Man, I hate to say it, but I think Rizgod's winning me over.
No, he is not winning me over. He annoyed the shit out of me this entire episode. But I will say he did. I will say him being like, this plan's going great. Me deciding to align with D, it's like that's not a decision that you made, buddy. Like you didn't do that. You didn't build that.
Rising tide walks all boats.
Yeah, it's true.
Dee says she thought Charlie was the best player out there, but might actually be the dumbest. This was funny.
It is funny. It really is like, dude, that was a really avoidable mistake.
Not great. Rizgod's excited to align with Dee because he says he likes strong, independent women.
Throw your hands up at me.
Like, get in line, bud. Who doesn't? You know? That's
him once again. Like, there's just something about Dee that I like. I can't put my finger on it. It's just really hard to tell.
Oh, boy. At the Immunity and Reward Challenge, everyone is shocked to see Mr. White gone. Had to get back to the lab. Mr. Pinkman can't do it on his own.
He was like, we have to cook.
Collect bag of coconuts in the water, find keys, unlock box, grab grappling hook, land sandbags on 5 targets. Okay, fine. I would have preferred to...
Yeah, it was all right.
At least it was like basketball adjacent at the end, so I'll give it props for that. But kind of bland otherwise. I like a grappling hook. Yeah. Grappling hook's always good.
I agree. A grappling hook is fun. When you got to pull something with it, that's a good part of the challenge.
I want them to do... Somebody who's a bigger nerd than me, can you look up... Have they ever done a grappling hook up to a tower and then had to climb the tower? You know what I mean? Like in an action movie? Probably not. That seems dangerous.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. It would be a little dangerous, though.
Jonathan is great at the swimming and climbing up the things in the water portion. Of course. Is there anything Jonathan's not good at? Falling in love...
Being mean.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The Toronto International Film Festival unspools the ropes on her portion in some sort of magical physics way. I don't understand how she did this. Did you notice this?
What did I know?
Her undoing the ropes on the bags?
Oh yeah, where she like did like a realized the way that the rope was spun around and just had like a cool maneuver to unspin.
That was incredible. I've never seen such a smart survivor. Joe wins it for Kahlo. What a surprise. Then Jeff tries to convince us to apply to be on Survivor. Are you going to do it this time?
I'm not going to do it. I will say, I think Joe in this, because obviously Joe is not that far behind. The whole first part of it, which is the super physically intensive thing, was just Jonathan being super impressive, and same with Ozzy, and Joe, who is like an all-time challenge beast, still did great, but was behind the three of them. And they all expended so much physical effort, and then it just, at the end, it came down to whether they could throw some bags on, and the positioning from that part literally didn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, so on Sela, Rizgod is fine with going to Tribal Council because it means they can take out Charlie. Charlie versus Rizgod, who you got?
I mean, I got Charlie, obviously.
I got bad news for you, buddy. Rizgod tells Camilla that Kyle told him to work with her as he was leaving. This was a lie.
Yes, it was obviously a lie. And I like that Camilla was immediately like, well, that didn't happen, but...
Yeah, like, why would he have said that? Very funny. She doesn't fully believe him, but he tells her about the Billy Idol, and she agrees to work with him. Rizgod loves a strong, independent woman. Look at
I
him.
was very disappointed in Camilla this episode because
Wow.
you had a chance to get an idol out of the game. You had somebody that trusted you that you didn't really seem to be vibing with very much at all, and who's part of an alliance that I don't know that you have any real connection to. So like, why not take control of the game here?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. How about Devin showing off his muscles at camp? Wasn't that fun?
Oh man, what a character, this guy.
Charlie is certain they are all good to take out Rizgod. Riz good.
Yeah, the other thing that was crazy to me about this is that you get information. The one thing that you know about this guy outside of him not voting for his number one or whatever is that he held on to his idol and didn't play it.
Yeah.
And you don't use that. He can't keep getting away with it.
Mr. White's gone, so Rizgod's taken up the mantle of the anti-hero of the show.
Right.
We love an anti-hero. Charlie tells Camilla about the Billy Idol, hoping to beat Rizgod to her. Too late, bud. Should have tried harder. Should have woken her up at 4:45 a.m.
Exactly.
That's what Mr. White did in his first season. Do you think that insomnia would be helpful in the game of Survivor, so you can just talk to people overnight without anybody listening in?
Yeah, I could see that.
I can't see how that would be a negative.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't be very rested for things, but I can see how that might be an issue, but, probably not.
Oh, man. Over on Vatu, Christian wants to take out Angelina now. Didn't love this.
Christian, heel turn this season.
Yeah, we were all about Christian early on, and now he's taking out our faves. Stephanie's the decoy vote. Sure, whatever. Seems to be her role on this tribe. Ozzy over here, he kind of wants to blindside Christian. Look at our man.
I think that would be a good move. He should consider doing that.
He asks for Christian's shot in the dark. And you know what Christian says after he leaves? He calls Ozzy a shithead.
Yeah, he does do that.
That's so rude. Christian, bad guy. Christian is bad now.
That is evil Christian.
John Cena bad now last year. Christian bad now this year.
This is definitely a John Cena bad now situation.
Yeah. Which isn't even, real. He was good in, 2 months later again. So, we'll believe it when, shit actually goes down, Christian. I don't believe you're actually a bad guy. That's my take. I'm pro-Christian. Okay, so Ozzy wants to form a relationship with Emily. Okay. I think that could be good.
Could be. You know who I'm also frustrated with watching this is, one, Emily can't keep her fucking mouth shut for anybody. Two, you're playing with Christian like he's driving the game. You need to get him out. You need to be doing the scheming.
Yeah. Angelina believes there are two duos with two different targets and that she's Malcolm in the middle. You see what I did there?
She is Malcolm in the middle.
Man, I can't wait to watch Philippines. That's the season Malcolm.
It's going to be pretty tough to play that Malcolm in the middle game with no Bryan Cranston now that Mr. White is gone.
That's a really good point. I didn't even think about that. Emily tells Christian that Ozzy is targeting him and he calls him a baby. This is funny.
It's also not
he also,
I don't think this is a pure revenge thing. I think he was just I can't trust Christian. So I don't think it's unreasonable for Ozzy to want to get him out.
I think that's totally fair. He calls him at one point a prissy pants princess.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
What is Christian? Christian is so mean this season.
Mean Christian. It happens. Where's his buddy the other one? Mean Edge. Touring with you two, probably.
Mean Gangrel from the Brood.
Yeah, the other one from the Brood. Okay, Christian gives him his shot in the dark. Man, this would have been crazy if he took him out right here.
Oh, it would have been so sick if he got him to do that and got him out. Oh, that'd be awesome. It's what he should have done.
It's what he should have done, but Ozzy isn't that kind of player.
The thing is, I knew that wasn't going to happen because we never saw him talk to Angelina.
Yeah. Yeah. So over on the Rizgod tribe, Vasila tribe, I bet he would love to call it the Rizgod tribe.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's right. That's what it is.
This is my tribe now, me and the girls. He tells Suri about his Billy Idol, and she tells him about her extra vote. They're married now. That's what she says.
He went to the two people on the tribe that are like, oh, someone I can use. Absolutely.
But what if Rizgod's actually the one using them?
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Rizgod says he might be one of the best to ever do it and wants to be the greatest of all time.
Not the.
You can't. It's already too late.
It's Boston Rob, the best to ever do it.
Of course.
Dude, it's so funny. Like, one of my favorite moments in this was seeing him and Camilla talk to each other, because Camilla, who is like an actual like good sort of like intuitive, subtle social player, sees him obviously bullshitting her the whole time and is like, okay.
Yeah. A lot of Rizgod talking about his own experience on 49. Here's my take on greatest to ever do it. This is my genuine take. Until somebody wins their first 3 outings, no one will ever be Sandra.
True.
D might be able to tie Sandra here this season, but she's not greatest of all time until she wins a 3rd in a row, which I think is basically impossible at this point.
I think D is new Parvati is what is going on.
D is new Parvati. Could be. We'll see how this one shakes out. So it's Charlie versus Rizgod, and Camilla's the swing vote. Who did you think going into this one was gone?
I had a bad feeling it was Charlie, but I hoped. And boy, did they get my hopes up for a minute there.
We start with the Vatu Tribal Council. No wildlife shots, as we already mentioned. Had to get 2 tribal councils in, so I guess no time for the fishes. Stephanie says, wow, the numbers get smaller the further you get in the game.
That is true. Yeah. That is how Survivor works. We were saying watching this that it would be cool if they did, at this point in the game, the, 2 tribes go to tribal council. If they did it, time it at a point where all the tribes have an even number of players. Whether it's right after a tribe swap or something like that, and make it so that there can't just be one tribe automatically gets a vote because they outnumber the other one, but have the 2 tribes go to the same tribal council and vote somebody out.
I feel like they've tried that in the past, and it was chaotic because of all the little mechanisms that Jeff's thrown in. It feels like something that happened on Game Changers or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think it could work if you build a season around it that makes sense.
Yeah. I think if there were a season to do that, this would have been it. How about Jeff doing impressions of Jonathan, Colby, and Christian?
Yeah, I referred to this as Jeff Comedy Jam.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good bit.
Yeah. Which of these impressions did you think was the best? I think probably the Christian. I didn't think any of them were good. I think the Christian one was probably the best of them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I feel like he got the mannerisms and inflection of each of them down pretty well.
Yeah.
But none of the voices really.
Yeah, they just kind of sounded like him.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to hear a good impression, listen to Thomas's Jeff impression.
That's right.
There it is.
He's like, now it's time for me to do some of my stand-up comedy.
Oh, can you write a joke and perform it right now in the character of Jeff Probst? What's Jeff Probst's day like? What's his observational comedy look like?
There once was a man from Nantucket.
Uh-huh. Are you Are you trying to come up with a punchline right now?
No, it's much funnier to not do the rest of that limerick than to. People know what that limerick
People
is.
know. People know. So they discuss Ozzy's temper tantrum and the fire he built because of it. I didn't really follow this. He
No,
put his anger into the fire? Is that what I was supposed to get?
I guess maybe as he find a different outlet or whatever.
Yeah, good for him. So they vote. Stephanie gets one vote. Angelina gets the rest.
As soon as I saw the
sucked.
Stephanie vote, I was like, okay. So Angelina had no idea what was going on.
Yeah. Yeah, this sucked, and I'm mad about it.
Yeah, no,
I think
I was
they
not.
should have taken out Stephanie, and I think Angelina should have the Boston Rob always immune item.
I was going to say, I would not have had a problem
Islands.
with them taking out Stephanie, but I think Christian was the move here for Ozzy and for Emily, and they didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, sucks to suck, I guess. Angelina gives them the jacket, but she pulls it out of her bag. How did you feel about this?
I thought this was nice.
Bit?
Nice send off.
I thought it was fine, but could have been better.
Sure.
4 out of 5 stars, this move. To make it 5 out of 5, I think she should have been wearing the jacket at every single tribal council leading up to that, and then just casually taking it off as she stands up and, like, handed it, rather than making a big show of it already in her bag.
Yeah,
you had to carry that around?
That probably would have been better. I think that's fair.
Carrying jackets is one of the worst experiences of spring.
Oh, it does suck
when
it's like too warm for the jacket that you have, so you have to. Do you ever tie it around your waist? I don't really like doing that.
Sometimes you got to though. I don't love it either. I mean, I try to make a Q skirt, but not everything has a
not everything can be a Q skirt.
So, this tribal council sucked, and if I had the clicker from Click, I would reverse it and change it. Is that what happened?
Yeah, you put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Yeah, basically. Then at Sela, it's the Charlie says tribal council is like a pressure cookie. Sure. Jeff says regarding the Riz God, because of the way Survivor is shot, we shot 49, then we shot 50.
I don't think anyone.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone is surprised by that, Jeff. I think you need to go into more detail.
Like, it feels like you're missing one important piece of context there. Like, that's how it's been done literally 98% of the time, successively. And successfully, am I right?
And successfully, yep.
Yeah, okay. Riz God talks about Malcolm in the Middle, Amanda show, and Russell. What's a Russell show from our childhood?
A Russell show?
Yeah, Malcolm in the Middle, Amanda show, and Russell. He's referencing players who came back immediately and did really well. But we called Malcolm in the Middle before. Amanda show.
I can't think of a Russell.
I guess Russell Hansel's the only Russell that's ever existed.
Him and Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe from the 2000s.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, him too. His son, Wyatt Russell. Yeah.
Why is it
him on
Russell?
Survivor.
Good question.
Devins talks about how Rizgod missed the witnessing of his own game through other people's eyes. This was an astute observation from the newsman. People, he's like, whatever.
That was all the news that was fit to print.
Exactly. Rizgod says he wanted to play twice to prove he's got what it takes.
Okay.
You could just do that. You could just play once really well, and people
I think you sufficiently proved that you had what it took.
Jeff asks Charlie if he sees himself in Rizgod. Great question from Jeff. Because they are kind of similar.
A little bit. I think Charlie's significantly less annoying and a little more subtle in the way that he plays the game, except for when he's waking people up really early in the morning.
Wake me up inside. Is that a Taylor Swift song?
Yes, it is.
So they vote. Rizgod references a bunch of Taylor Swift songs when he votes for Charlie. Pretty funny. I only understood like 2 of the references, but I assumed the rest.
I don't know. I like all things with Riz. I was like, man, I really hope that he goes home. Like, it would be very funny for him to do that whole spiel and then go home.
That would be funny. Charlie gets voted out, though, 4-3.
Charlie does. They had at one point it was 3-1 on Rizgod, and I was like, "Oh yeah!" And then as soon as there was another,
So funny.
as soon as there was another Charlie vote after that, I went, "Uh oh!" And as soon as it was tied, I was like, "Damn it, Camilla, you really let me down here."
Yeah, it would have been so nice to see her.
He didn't play his idol like he always doesn't.
That would have been funny. That would have been really funny if he did. Okay, so last week we had a bit of a controversial point tally. And this week we're leading into the merge, so we're going to pick some new people, potentially. Last week you had 21 points, I had 23, but there's a question mark after that 23. Let's see, no points for Mike White. He was not in this one, but Jonathan was, and he survived, so I got a point. You said Joe, I said Sari from Sela. Both of them survived. You said Aubrey, I said Colby from the original Vatu. Both of them survived. So points for that. You said Kala would win reward. They did. I said Sela. You said burgers and pizza. Nothing there. You said Kala would win immunity, and they did. I also said Sela there.
They didn't have a reward, did they?
They did not have a reward. I mean, maybe they did, and they just didn't show it, but I don't know what it was. Somebody online, tell us what it was. Rizgod was not voted out. Stephanie was not voted out. Emily was not voted out, but Angelina was.
Yep.
So I got 1 point there. No Applebee's or herbal essences yet. Charlie is not getting his coach pep talk.
No, but no coach pep talk for him.
We had to ask the audience last week in a tie vote, a revote, did Coach give Chrissy one of his signature?
Are we gonna have to go to
Coach
Rocks
pep
if this
talks?
is another tie?
We would have to go to Rocks, and I don't know how we would do that. The options were yes, absolutely, or no, she was sad. How do you think people voted?
I think they probably said no, she was sad, because that's the correct answer.
33% of people said no, she was sad. Which means 67% of people said yes, absolutely.
Is that what they actually voted? Was there a third option?
Yeah, you can go to our YouTube page right now and check.
These people don't know what they're talking about. They don't know anything.
If people cared, you got to put your votes in now before it's too late. So that's 4 extra points for me. Thank you very much. So the final tally this week is 25 for you and 31 for me. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, got a pretty big lead leading into the merge. Pretty good. So since I'm in first, I'm going to do something mean. Heel turn from me.
Oh, Christian over
steal
here.
Aubrey. I'm stealing Aubrey
is playing a good game. I don't know. I don't think I was going to pick her, so.
I know, but I know she's one of your faves. She is one of my faves. And I would love to keep with Colby. He's been one of my faves since I was like 9 years old or whatever, but I don't think he's going to make it to the end. Maybe he will. That would be nice to see, but I feel like Aubrey's doing ascending game, playing an ascendant game. Who's your merge person?
Who is my merge person? That's a good question. Who is playing the best game? Who do I think is set up well?
There's only 17 people still to pick from.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just not. There's not a lot of choices. So there's not much to think about. I will say. I'll say Emily.
Ooh, interesting. I think that would be great to see her go all the way. I feel like people are worried about her, though. I feel like she might have a threat out on her name. Is that the phrase? Probably not. Okay, so who is winning the reward? Unlikely that there will be a specific reward, but you never know in this new era.
I'm going to say that Jonathan is going to win reward.
Love that. I'm going to say Colby wins reward. And what will be the reward, or will it be at the merge feast, should they have one?
It'd be so nice. Was that something that we voted on, whether they have the merge feast?
No, I think we just always assume they will.
Yeah.
Because it's better to live in that headspace than trying to figure out what mergatory is.
I don't like mergatory.
But based on the preview, it feels like just a standard merge. Just huge.
That's what it looked like, and if that's the case, that's great. But
yeah.
I'll say that there will be classic. I will say, can I say wine and have that include wine and sparkling wine?
Yes, I think that's fair.
Okay, I'll say wine.
That's fair. I will say, I just closed my eyes and I pictured them eating like a huge plate of rice, and that's probably not going to happen.
All the rice you can eat. It's a show, man. If only Angelina could have been there for it.
We were going to save this for Angelina, but she's gone, so here you go. Okay, so what will they have to eat? I'm going to stick with not pizza. That sounds like a terrible idea. I'm going to say sushi.
Okay.
That sounds tasty.
It does sound good.
That's probably wrong. Okay, who's winning immunity?
Winning immunity. I'll say Joe.
That's fair. I'm going to go with our man Jonathan Thor from the comic books. Have we talked about how there's two different gods on this season? Where's God and Jonathan?
Oh, interesting. I hadn't thought about it like that.
Yeah. I have to get more into that as the merge goes on. Okay, and we said who's winning immunity already? Yes. And who's getting voted out? This is the big question. Who's the merge boot?
Who is the merge boot? That is a great question.
I don't feel good about any option, really.
I'm going to say Genevieve.
I could definitely see that happening. I hope that's not the case. I'm going to say Camilla.
Oh, I really hope that's...
I hate to say it.
I honestly, there was a point where I was like, do I want to pick Camilla post-merge? And I was like, I don't know. I want to believe. I would love it if she went super far, but it's just...
Yeah.
She hasn't done much, and she hasn't really taken great advantage of the opportunities that she's had.
And I think she still has a huge threat on her. I think even now that Kyle is gone, she might even have a bigger threat on her back.
Yeah.
Because, she's good.
She's great.
A good player.
I want her on there as long as possible. We'll see what happens.
I would love to see her go far, but I worry about it. Okay, so this week we heard Rizgot do the famous line from The Nutty Professor. So can you tell us the name of today's quotes quiz?
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you could call me your majesty.
Which Hercules character are you? Hercules.
Remember from the movie The Nutty Professor?
Of course.
Okay, this was posted on June 29, 2019. Very important. This is a Disney quiz from Brian Beeler, community contributor with 1,060 points. Okay, so how often do you help people? Quite a bit. It depends on the person. If they have something for me, or not a lot. How often do you help people? I'd say it depends on the person.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think I'm a reasonably helpful person.
That's nice. Are you a positive thinker? IDK, I try to be. Depends on the day, or very.
I wish I could say no, but I'll just say IDK for this.
I'll say depends on the day. Answering these questions like you, just neutral on everything. How much of a leader are you? I just help people out. I lead myself. Not at all, or IDK.
This is an IDK for me.
So there's not a very good answer. I just help people out. I lead myself. I'll say I lead myself. That's the only... Is this a pop quiz? Like, is there a right answer?
Good question.
What if at the end it's like 8 out of 10 correct? That'd be funny. Okay. What's your favorite hobby? Being with friends, reading, shopping, working out.
I do like being with friends. I'd probably say that.
Yeah, being with friends is one of the best things about life, actually. What do you look for in a relationship? Someone to support me, someone to things with me, someone to do things with me. IDK, I don't need one. I love all the IDK options in this quiz.
Uh,
Like, who gives a shit,
Whatever.
honestly? I guess someone to do things with me.
I agree. That's what I
I
said.
always love doing things. Oh my goodness. You're brave, have lots of ambition, and work towards your goals. You care a lot about. Oh, there's a pop quiz for the BuzzFeed newsletter.
Right.
A pop up, I should say. You care a lot about the ones who help you in life, and you have endured many things. I'm Hercules, Hercules.
Yeah. You care a lot. Do, 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 do.
They actually wrote that song about
Disasters,
me,
fires,
Hercules.
floods, and killer bees. Well, for me, I'm powerful, clever, and care a lot.
You care a lot.
Yeah, about the NASA shuttle falling in the sea. About starvation and the food that Live Aid buys. About disease, baby. Rock Hudson, rock. Yeah, I am Megara. I care a lot about other people.
Nice. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty good. Do you agree with that assessment?
Good thing none of us got Hades, huh?
I guess so. Yeah. Then we'd have bad blood, right?
Yeah, it would be Operation Bad Blood for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So if you want to subscribe to the show on YouTube, it's the Compassionate Haters Survivor podcast there, or anywhere they allow podcasts. to
Anywhere
be.
where podcasts are sold.
Thank you. Thomas, if people were to follow you on social media, where might they do that?
They can follow me at tomnottom.bsky.social or at tomnottom on next to the everything app formerly known as Twitter.
Nice. Excuse me. And what can people comment? What can people comment on YouTube?
On YouTube, they can say, ha ha ha, very funny smiley face.
Yeah. And thank you to everybody who does that. Always appreciate
Yes.
people engaging with LG Rhythm.
Thank you.
We're also back doing Rum's Reality Pod every week. So that's a fun time too. For more Survivor content, if you can't get enough from just us, there's also another podcast for you to listen to. Let's see, we already talked about last week's poll, which got me 4 extra points. Yod's coach.
That's what you sound like.
I'm actually Hercules.
You
He doesn't
are
laugh like
Hercules,
that.
Hercules.
Are you more Hercules or the Nutty Professor?
I think I'm more Hercules.
You know what I tried to look for before we end things today? I tried to look for a Japanese lore quiz because Coach said that shit about following Japanese lore or whatever, coming up with these
All
nicknames.
of the lore. Japan has so much
And
lore.
it was like, yeah, right? All of them were like, make a sushi order and we'll tell you which Studio Ghibli movie you
I
are.
was like, okay.
Like, I don't think that's
I'm
what
not
I want.
interested in that.
Anyway, what can people what can people vote on in a poll this week?
What can people vote on a poll this week?
Ooh, how about this? Are you more Studio Ghibli or sushi? Okay, what was our debate this week? I can't even remember. I feel like we only ever agree. In a fight to the end of the universe, who you got, Rizgod or Jonathor?
Or Jonathor.
Jonathor has
Yeah,
the power of lightning and also those
better
thighs.
deity. Better deity, Rizgod or Jonathor.
Ooh, I love that. Okay, I'm gonna have so much fun photoshopping some pictures later this afternoon. Okay. So pointless. Okay. To vote, you can go to Official Haters Survivor Podcast on YouTube.com. We also have some shows on Patreon if you want to give us money at patreon.com/justpodcasts. Any of them you're going to shout out this week?
Probably. Let's say Just Scorpion. We haven't talked about Just Scorpion
Oh
in
my
a while.
god. And NCIS is celebrating their 500th episode of some
Wow,
shit.
great timing.
Exactly. We will be starting with episode 1 of whatever show came the earliest in that universe. So tune in there. Go to patreon.com/justpodcast to find out how much it is. That's on you. Do you want to thank the fans?
It's not our job to educate you. Thank you to the listeners, commenters, and subscribers. Thank you for listening, commenting, and subscribing.
Good stuff. And did we say a review thing yet?
No, we didn't. Apple and Spotify, 5 stars, please. This is my favorite podcast. I like it better than all the other podcasts. I give it a big thumbs up. That's what you say when you give us 5 stars.
That's what you say, yeah. 1 star for every 10 seasons of Survivor. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. And for every 1 star for every 100 episodes of NCIS.
We'll be back next week with the next episode of Survivor 50 in the hands of the fans. God's coach. Have a great summer.
Deuces.
What are you drinking over there? I told you about my Petey's Big.
Hold on just a sec.
What?
I had to open this can.
Oh.
Of whoop-ass on you.
Damn it. Who are you, Billy Bob Thornton in those ads?
Yeah. I'm stone cold. Ask me again what I'm drinking.
What are you drinking?
What?
Okay.
You better speak up, son. I can't hear you.
It's a pretty good impression. You should go on Survivor and just do impressions the whole time. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun gimmick.
Just be like, Stone Cold thinks he's gonna vote Riz got off this week. I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin. Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I am drinking a Celsius.
Damn. Could have fooled me. I thought for sure you had a Stone Cold brew or whatever his beer is called.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what that is, but yeah, I got a Steve Weiser. You throw me a couple Steve Weisers, I'll drink those bad boys and then hit them with that old Stone Cold Stunner. It's a Fuji Apple Pear Sparkling Celsius.
That sounds tasty as fuck.
It's really good.
Gonna have to keep my eye out for that one. Broken Skull IPA is what it's called. Yeah, I'll try it. Man, the branding is not my speed.
Nah.
But, like, beer's beer at the end of the day. What, is there a bad beer?
It's probably fun.
Yeah. He loves to throw it at the crowd, and nobody seems to complain.
Well, okay, you have this backwards. Stone Cold does not throw beer at the crowd. Stone Cold is thrown beers from the crowd.
No, when he smashes the beer, the particles go everywhere, and I'm sure there's a splash zone.
No, that's...
So what I said is technically correct.
Okay. Smarten up, Probst.
One guy, big Mo, 2 guys, little bitty Mo, 3 guys, 4-eyed Mo, 4 guys, no Mo, 5 guys, eat Mo, 5 little guys.
Do you want to remember 5 guys?
I sure do.
All right. Let's go up first. We've got Survivor Sports News or Pop Culture, in which it is there a theme. And can you find the theme? First is Eartha Kitt.
Catwoman. And also Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove.
Yes, of course. How about number 2, Jonathan Bender?
Jonathan Bender is a former NBA player.
What teams?
For the Indiana Pacers, and I don't remember him playing for anybody else. Did he play for the Knicks? I feel
He
like
did come back for the Knicks for 1 year.
Yeah.
There's a pretty large gap in between. Well, large, like 2 or 3 years. Our third guy is Megan Amram. Ooh, and that one's actually kind of a good hint. Megan
Megan
the third
Amram is
person.
a comedy writer, correct?
That is correct. Second Community reference, I think. Didn't Megan Amram write for Community?
I think she was a writer for Community.
And they love to reference Eartha Kitt on that show as well. That's not the theme, I just realized.
Oh, yeah, because that was Pierce would always talk about how didn't he say he had sex with Eartha Kitt on an airplane?
I think so, yeah. Our fourth guy is Wally
Wally Serbiak. Wally
Serbiak,
World.
thank you. Man, these Eastern European names, I can
He
never
played for a
get
lot
down.
of teams, if I remember correctly.
Yes, he
So
did.
he played for the Minnesota Timberwolves, who I believe he was an all-star for 1 year. He played for the Boston Celtics. Mm-hmm. He played for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And there's one team in between those two that are back in the news. Very recently, in a very real way, for the first time in many years.
Did he play for the Clippers at one point?
No, the Clippers have always been in the news. These people are in the news specifically, but they're maybe not so much a team anymore.
Oh, well, he did play for the Sonics, didn't he? Yeah.
Yes. The Seattle Supersonics from 2007 to 8, which I believe was their last season, yes?
Yes, he was on the he was there briefly, and then he was, I believe, traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yes. And our fifth and final guy is Eva Eriksson.
Eva Eriksson. Played Survivor, right?
Yes, sir.
Is that
Joe's best friend.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that 47?
48.
48.
Okay, so we've got Eartha Kitt, Jonathan Bender, Megan Amram, Wally Serbiak, and Eva Eriksson. What do the five of them have in common?
Megan Amram, Wally Zerbiak, Eartha Kitt. Good question. I'm not seeing it.
What if I remind you, Megan was the third person on the list.
Uh-huh.
Number 3, if you spell Megan with a 3 in it, does that ring any bells?
Yeah, the movie Meg Threegan.
Meg Threegan, yeah. Remember? And then Megan, what was she? A robot, as was Eartha Kitt, Jonathan Bender, Wally Serbiak, Eva
what is the
Wally's girlfriend.
I'm not seeing what the robot part of Eartha Kitt is.
Kit was literally the robot from the car movie Kit, the Knight Rider.
The robot from the car movie Kit, the Knight Rider.
Remember that
It's
show?
crystal clear. Okay, so these are robots, and then Bender is a robot.
Bender's a robot from Futurama, a show we've all seen.
Yeah, no, it makes. I can't believe I didn't see that with
Can't believe you don't consider Kit a robot.
Kit,
That's wild.
the robot from the car movie, The Knight Rider. No, sorry, Kit, the Knight Rider.
What else could Knight Rider, or what else could Kit stand
Kit,
for?
the Knight Rider.
And that was Eartha Kitt's first big role, right? That's why they named the character that?
Yes, she was the car. Yeah, as we all know, Knight Rider
was my
came out
mother, the
prior
car.
to Batman, the television series.
Oh, yeah. What a good show. What a good show that actually was. Those early Batman often makes good shit.
It's true.
The show in the 80s, the show in the 60s, the show in the 90s, the show in the 2000s. A few of the movies have been good. So that's pretty fun to think about.
It's
Anyway,
very fun to think about. I agree.
Did you just hang up on me?
No.